All right. I'll wait for some people coming to the room. Gonna just talk about some things, the holidays, what it means for some people, and also look back at 2018. Matter of fact, I forget when it. No, I think it was last year when I did my first live. So yeah, look back at 2018. A lot of accomplishments made, a lot of things I did, and what I look forward to in 2019. What's up, Trish? How you doing? Welcome to my live. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in the room, and then I'll go on and start. How are you doing today? Yes, happy holidays. And Trish, I just wanted to let you know I love your brainstorms. I'm well, thank you. I love your brainstorming streams. Those are very helpful, therapeutic. It also challenges your mind. It it flexes those brain muscles. I love how you do that. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate those. I'll wait for a few more people to come into the room. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're welcome. It's called O'Shea Bryan Training. Is okay. Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah, yeah, no problem. I'll give it one more minute, and then I'll just start talking, share some things with people, and what I'm looking forward to in 2019. I may repeat some stuff that I said the last time I did an end of the year type of holiday stream. Oh, thank you, Trish. Oh, I'm in California, Trish. Yeah, Southern California. Hmm. I know you're like on the East Coast, right? You know, when it comes to the astrological signs, it's oh, okay. I see I have family in Manhattan, so I'm at the opposite end of you. I mean, I'm in LA. But as far as astrological sign, I really don't get off into that. So I wouldn't even know. But anyway, I'll go in and get started. So I want to just talk about the holidays. For those who do celebrate the holidays, happy holidays. Same to you, Trish. And I just want to one of the things I wanted to mention that how this time of year, some people among us, it's not a really festive or happy time of year. It's not a happy season because some people are gonna go without. Some people are lacking. Some people don't have family or even friends, and some people this is the most depressing time of year for them. And I take that and reflect on that and think about how blessed that a lot of us really are to be able to spend time with somebody. And I have to and I think about that because for some of us, too many of us complain. Too many of us have too much access and still complain about really irrelevant things about something that's not even important. And so, okay, you talked about it too, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, then. So yeah, I mean, some of us complain too much because we don't have the latest this or the latest that. Complain because we don't we can't do just 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 irrelevant stuff. I mean, some people would trade places with you just to be able to have the friends that you have or be in the family that you're in. That would make some people's day. Like here in LA, there's a real very large homeless problem here. And when I walk down the street and I see people and wasting away and and cluttering up in these tent cities and stuff like that, it makes me to think, begin to wonder, like, I wonder, does this person's family even know that they're out here? Do they even have a family? I mean, what is this person's life like? What would their life be if they weren't out here in the street? Stuff like that goes to my mind. I think about these types of things. And then here we are over here, and perhaps probably the greatest and maybe the richest nation on earth, and we just complain and waste so much. So yeah, I mean, waste so much. And yeah, Trish, it is a major problem nationwide, and it is skyrocketing. See, some people, like in some countries, that like a lot of socialist countries, they take care of their citizens, they take care of their people. Now, but get what I'm saying though. A lot of these countries, what's going on, Information Man? How you doing, brother? By the way, Info Man, I really enjoyed your stream earlier tonight, especially when you had Brother Lonzo Williams come on. That was a good stream. But anyway, I was just talking about how, like, a lot of times we complain. Yeah, you're welcome. And America is not what we want it to be, but at the same time, America is perhaps one of the freest and best nations on the planet. I know a lot of times we talk about if we lived other places and how we need to be somewhere else. Okay, and beware. I mean, we talk so much. Hi, Yvonne. Thank you for coming through. We talk so much about America. I mean, black people this and black people that. But truth be told, A lot of the things that we deal with, we couldn't, a lot of things that we talk about or do, we just couldn't do in other places. And I was talking about saying that how a lot of times that we have a lot of things here in the United States that a lot of people don't have elsewhere. We have programs set up. We have all sorts of stuff. We have things that people who are lacking the basic resources don't have. We can, it's nothing for us to be able to get up and do something simple like turn on the water faucet and water will actually come out. Some people can't do that. And I have to really think about that. One thing I've learned is not to take things for granted. I don't take things. Nikki C, what's going on? Nikki C, Divine Perfection. Everyone go say hello to Nikki C. This is a lovely sister right here. I love this woman. She's a real sweet person. Matter of fact, everybody mingle with each other. You got Real Yvonne, you got Shish, Trish in the house, Information Man. Everyone say hello to each other, mingle with each other, and follow each other. Everyone support each other. Lay down, before I go any further, lay down some of the house rules. Some of you already know, I run a real peaceful stream. I don't like a lot of drama. I don't like the mess. And I'm the type of person that if you like the commentary, you're welcome to stay. If you don't like it, if you don't like what I'm saying, simply just leave. You don't no need to be disrespectful to people. If you do have an issue with someone in here, I will appreciate it if you would deal with it elsewhere, get it out of your system, and then come back. And that even goes for the trolls. If you're a troll, but you come here respectfully and want to listen to the content, by all means, you can stay as well. So I'm showing love to trolls too. So anyway, but I was just saying that the holidays for some is not very happy for a lot of people. A lot of people deal with depression. One thing I found this out years ago, that around this time of year you have probably the most depression, the most suicides, the most hopelessness, because some people just feel like they just feel hopeless. And while we take little things for granted, such as the ability to be with family, to be with friends, some people would give their left foot just to be able to do what it is that we do. And we just waste not. We just waste too much. And this is not a holiday rant. Don't take it that I'm ranting at everyone. I just want to show everyone and let everyone know that the things that we take for granted, some people out there will be glad to have. That's all. I just want us to think about what it is that we have. So anyway, I also want to recap 2018. 2018 has been a challenging year for me as well. Like, I would say I've been in the place that I'm in now for an entire year. I've had with my roommate and all, and I'm real thankful for that. Thankful to God for that. And one of the things that some of you already in here know, that I've dealt with some homelessness here in LA. And in a city like Los Angeles, this is a big city. And here, a lot of people come out here to follow their dreams and their prospects. And by all means, do that. If you have dreams of making it particularly in the entertainment industry, that's where I'm going. Some people lose track of themselves and they start living beyond their means. By all means, come out here and pursue what it is you want to pursue, but don't live beyond your means. In other words, do something that you can handle, that you can afford, and then work your way up to something that you want. And I'm saying that because I'm doing it at the same time myself. I'm working my way up to where it is I want to be. And one of the things that I'm definitely working on here is my channel. I'm so thankful that you all, every last one of you in the chat, have gotten me to where I am now with my channel. I have over 1,000 followers, and I couldn't have, like I said, I couldn't have done it without you all. And I mean, I'm repeating myself, but I just feel like I need to repeat myself. I really gotta stress to people that I am grateful for you. I really want you all to know that. And don't worry, it's gonna get to the point where I'm gonna have some better equipment. That way I will be able to be more professional with my streams and host some panels myself, because I want to be able to do these things. Like one person, like take Information Man in particular. I really look up to this guy. I have a great deal of love and respect for Information Man, because Information, like his name says, he does come with the information, but he has a nice setup to where he has an inviting type of panel and an inviting platform where he can present to people what it is he's doing, and he can show folks what it is he's doing. So, and hey, Silks BB's in the house. when I come in these panels and platforms, I get a chance to really interact with people. So yeah, 2018, that was this is the year that I actually started getting on panels and talking with people. I started interacting with folks. I mean, to be able to interact with people from across the world, I mean, across the nation, across the world, as if we were like next door to each other, that's always been amazing to me. I mean, the fact that we can do this with our own devices and act as if we are news people, as if we're reporters for whatever news outlet, and do the same thing that they're doing on a much smaller scale, that's always been amazing to me. I mean, this right here, you all are looking at me as it's happening, as things are going on. That's why, and I did a platform, I did a stream about this a few weeks ago, about once you get on these streams, once you get on YouTube, once you get on social media, you really do have to move differently. You really do have to behave yourself in a way that's both professional and respectable, because you never know who you might see or who might see you. I've had 2 experiences, like I said before, where people have recognized me from my channel. Now, fortunately for me, both times I was behaving in a proper, respectable manner. But I think to myself, well, what if I was doing something inappropriate and someone recognized me? Then what? That's why we have to behave differently. Once you start reaching a certain level of popularity on this platform, people are going to always associate you with your platform. And the way you see me right now, and I know I'm repeating myself, but the thing is that, once again, this is something else I'm quoting that Info Man, that I agree that Information Man said, that too many times we see a lot of these people with these avatars, but yet people want to get on and start talking greasy, talking a whole lot of mess, but you can hide behind an avatar. Truth be told, these avatars, you can be what you want to be. You could be, heck, you don't even have to be human. You could be as intimidating as you want. But my thing is what do you really look like? You see this right here? This is me, how I look. This is me, how I look in real life. This is me, how I look if you saw me in person. And it's just, I mean, I wouldn't tell a person what to do on their channel. I get it. Maybe sometimes in instances you probably do need an avatars, but I just got this thing about avatars or disguises the whole time, because eventually I do want to see what this person looks like. Yeah, exactly, Trish. You said the people like real people. It's a balance act. Yeah, it is. And like you got a lot of people that do a lot of thugging and stuff on Twitter. Matter of fact, a rapper that passed away a few years ago said something like this, that Twitter is the new streets. And I can believe that too. Because you get more people just saying stuff. I mean, I listen to them. Folks want to say stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you and all that, and yeah, don't let me see you in the street. Let me catch you. And a lot of times they can live in cities like thousands of miles apart from each other. So I'm like, the chances of you actually seeing this person in real life are very slim. But anyway, but my thing is this: to be able to talk to people, like you got some people here that might be following me that are in different countries, but yet I could talk to them as if we were like right in front of each other. Trish says social media is the new streets. And YouTube is horrible. Yeah, I mean, but you know what? Navigating these YouTube streets, it's all gravy. Because you know what? I'm not trying to hide anything. And definitely a few months ago, I got tested on these YouTube streets. I got a challenge. I got challenged and tested, and I dealt with some setbacks. I dealt with some issues. You know, I found out about some people who did some things. I experienced some betrayal, but you know what? It's all good. Cause see, it's nothing but all love. It's all love. And when you got people out here that's really deceiving people but don't seem to get it, yeah, I'm talking about folks like the Zazas and the Polites and all them out there where they get on YouTube and they deceive and con people. That's what gives us, that's what's giving us a black eye. That's what gives our race a black eye. Because I know it's not all of us. It's not at all. How you doing, Lord Brandon? Welcome. So, but yeah, I mean, it's all good. So I'm still here, and I'm not being ran off. Everyone hit the likes. I appreciate it. Everyone's saying, new people coming in. I appreciate you all. And this is probably the start of me doing this more often. I did a stream last week. I might schedule myself to do a stream like once a week and regular uploads do throughout the week. That would probably help. Thank you for showing love, Lord Brandon. I appreciate you, bro. Everyone, say hello to Lord Brandon. Lord Brandon, this is everyone else. Say everybody mingle. Say hello to everybody, and you know. But also wanted to. Oh yeah, 2019. I'm looking forward to 2019 being a very blessed year as well. Now, 2019, I'm moving on forward. You know, one thing I know that people do. This is a practice and a tradition that people do during the new year. They make New Year's resolutions. While I'm not saying it's anything wrong with that, I don't make New Year's resolutions. I simply just try to improve on what I already have. I try to do some things differently. I try to live better, and I just try to do right. That's all. Because sometimes people make unrealistic, ridiculous resolutions, and a lot of times they don't follow through. Because, see, really get when people make New Year's resolutions, a lot of times they're getting emotional. They're getting caught up in the New Year's hype. They're getting caught up in all the celebratory stuff. But once the new year starts to set in, people just go back to their normal routine, their normal way of doing things. So I simply just try to upgrade, improve, and do better, and just move on. And I'm going to continue to be that way. I'm going to continue to make better choices. I'm going to make better decisions. Just do things a little bit more disciplined as well. So, matter of fact, I'm even thinking about doing something else as far as my live streams, doing them in a different form as well. So yeah, um, one of the things that I definitely, and I want to share it, and I'm sharing this with everybody. But yeah, I think we really should monetize our channels. Now I know talking about certain things like money and stuff, I know that's a real sensitive topic to some people. I get that. I understand it. But hear me out. There's nothing wrong with us monetizing our channels. There's nothing wrong with us getting paid from our content. That's what you have PayPal for. That's what you have Patreon for. Why is it that when we as a people decide to do something to finance ourselves, why is there an issue? And I'm hitting on what I talked about last week, but it's serious to me. I really want to know. Why do we have this stigma attached to us that we're not to be trusted? Are there some snakes and some slicksters among us? Of course. But the difference between us and them is that when we experience slicksters within our own people, we tend to forgive them. We tend to judge our entire race. We intend to demonize our entire neighborhood or what have you. Whereas if someone else from another culture slicked you, well, you tend to be so forgiving toward them, we give them another chance. But when it comes to us, we're so quick to throw away and discard one another. Now, once again, I'm not saying that we shouldn't have a system of checks and balances, that we shouldn't have no kind of disciplinary action for those who deceive us, who deceive our people. By all means, I'm not saying sit there and continue to take the abuse. But what I'm saying is that if when other people do it to us, you should do the same thing to them. You shouldn't deal with them as well. But see, it's the same cultural indoctrination and thinking, that same divide and conquer that was instilled in us decades ago, that we're still living by. And it's a shame. And we are better than that. By all means, we do need to clean up our communities. We do need to stand by our women. We do need to stand by our men, stand by our children. Because society is rapidly changing right before our eyes. The things that we knew to be normal, I'll put it to you like this. The very definition of normalcy is being regulated right now as we're sitting here talking. As I'm sitting here talking to you right now, there's some legislation going on right now that's going to forever change the way we see things. At least that's what they're attempting to do. But one thing I definitely do believe, that as long as there's a God that sits on the throne, he's not going to allow that to prevail for too much longer. Now, it may last for a season. They may have their way for a little bit. Oh, but trust me, I guarantee it won't be long. Because eventually they will have to bow down as well. Okay, I just thought I'd get that out. But I'm having fun on social media. I'm having fun doing this on YouTube. I love this. I really do. To me, it's the next best thing to actually having a camera in my hand and reporting the evening news. See, the thing about independent media is that we talk about it. We talk about the real thing. We talk about that truth, the true stuff that they don't want us to show. That's why they want to regulate YouTube as well. I mean, enough of us need to come together. And I'm not talking about just black YouTubers, but white YouTubers, Hispanic, even though black YouTubers were the ones that's most closely being scrutinized and focused on. But all folks with independent thought processes, free thinking type people, we definitely need to band together and let them know, listen, you can't stop us from talking, you can't censor us all. I mean it makes sense to me. But yeah, I just want to definitely get that. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but 2019, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to 2019 being a banner year. I'm looking forward to definitely making some strides, making some pool, definitely making some changes, all for the better. Because I'm determined to have to make my channel, put my channel over the top. I'm determined to get my career going, determined to get my business going. I'm determined to do the things that I want to do, and I'm going to have it. And I believe that's the way you need to be. I believe that we definitely need to have that type of mentality, that type of attitude about ourselves and about our channels, that we're going to make it, that we are going to have things that we want. We're going to, whatever. We just need to do that. Because I believe that the way you live is really predicated on how you plan. It determines your mindset, determines what you deem to be positive. It depends on these sorts of things. It depends on these parameters. You gotta set parameters. You have to set goals. That's something that's not, no, that's something to me that's realistic. Instead of making New Year's resolutions, how about just setting some goals that this time you're going to accomplish what it is you're setting out to do. This time you're going to be a little bit more disciplined than what you are. I mean, that's what, to me, that sounds more realistic. That sounds more like something that's achievable, something that's more, that can be sustained, something that could be really done. I mean, instead of saying stuff like, well, I'm going to lose 300 pounds. And sometimes, I mean, somehow you're going to lose 300 pounds, but the first time you go past a Dunkin' Donuts, you're the first one there. I mean, does it take discipline to do that? Of course it does, but you got to make the first step. I mean, baby steps. You got to start small. Now, that's not to say some people can't do something in one fell swoop. But you do have rare occasions. I get that. But if you know that you're weak in some areas, that you can't do things, then you should stick to what you know how to do. So, yeah. And so I'm not trying to gripe at people. I'm not trying to be anyone's pop. I'm just giving some friendly, brotherly advice. Telling everyone what I think needs to be done. So yeah. So so everyone, first of all, I know I'm like late in the chat to be doing this, but everyone put a one in the chat if you can hear me. And also, I want to know where everyone's from. Where is everybody watching this broadcast from? And put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Thank you, Nikki. If anyone else can hear me, put a one in the chat as well. So where is everyone watching me from? Where are you located? Where are you watching me? And Nikki, I guess you're the only one that can hear me. If everyone else in the chat can hear me, put a one. Well, at least I hope everyone can hear me. Anyway, I hope everyone is enjoying their time with their loved ones. And I stated this before that Christmas to me is an everyday thing because, see, life is a gift. Life is a gift in itself. The fact that we can get up and still breathe, we can still get up and walk around, the fact that we can still get up and be able bodied, that itself is a gift. And that's why I say that every day is Christmas, every day is Thanksgiving, every day is all that. Anytime when you can wake up and not have the use of a breathing apparatus to be your lung, that you don't have to use a cane or anything like that or in a chair just to get around. I don't take that for granted at all. I don't. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful to be able to just do something like just walk to the store. Because some people don't have that ability. Some people are not able to do any of these things. So that right there is a blessing. one of the things I was definitely glad to hear of is that in spite of what happened to him, I was glad to see brother Ben X out of Texas, the Dallas area to be exact, get on there and speak. He was able to. He was a guest on Info. What's up, Andre? My brother, little brother Andre Toppin Jr. Man, me and this guy, we done been through some stuff too. Everyone, this is Andre. Andre, this is everyone. Everyone, say hello to Andre. Andre. But anyway, yeah, I was glad to see Brother Ben X. You know, he was on Infoman's platform, and I was glad to listen to the brother speak, to listen to him talk, and for him to be the age that he is, that is just what's up, Bias Show. Everyone say what's up to Bias Show. I was so glad to see him speaking. See, the one thing that they try to do, they try to silence those of us who do tell the truth. And Ben X, to be as old as he is, he has the wisdom of someone who's been around for a long time. The brother's only 24 years old. That is amazing. See, while most 24-year-old black males especially are talking about getting girls, getting hoes, getting turned up, this brother is speaking wisdom. He's speaking knowledge. He's speaking about building the community. And I mean, people can say what they want about Louis Farrakhan, but I'm gonna go on record to say this: that he does have some programs and some resources in place to build the black community, and he does work with young people. One thing I can say that the nation has done, and I say this because see, and get this, I go to church. I say this going out of church. I am born again. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to just go on and call it what it is. One thing I do see the nation doing, they get out there in the hood, and they get out there and they try to build the community. They get out there with the Bloods and with the Crips, with the gangster disciples and the vice lords. They get out there with the thugs, the people that society wants to write off, and they try to rehabilitate these men and women. They get out there and show them how to go from the pen to the palace. They get out there and show them how to have their own businesses. Notice I didn't say get out there and try to help them try to work for someone. I say get out there and have their own businesses. Andre says, yeah, Brother Ben is one of my favorites. He speaks truth to power every time. Yeah. I mean, you're listening to that brother speak. See, one thing, they say that one thing society has definitely always had a fear of is black men. But when you have a young black man, such as someone like Brother Ben X, black men like him are a nightmare. Because, see, he's at that age where he has the ability and the power to change something. Imagine you get a whole bunch of other young people like Brother Ben who decide, listen, we're going to put our resources together and we're going to build our community. Or we're going to get some men together and we're going to go down to City Hall and we're going to demand that they change some of these laws that's discriminating against and singling out our people. We're going to go against these police officers that's shooting our people in the street. When you get some people like that, and especially led by someone of his age, that right there is enough to scare anyone. I'm always going to love and ride with Farrakhan and the NOI. Bias Show says, young black men speaking knowledge could and will cost. Yeah. Matter of fact, someone even said this to me about the NFL boycott, that they should do that on their own time because it's costing the NFL money. Well, that's the primary purpose of doing it, to cost them money. Because I'm at the point where I could care less how much money they lose. And they've been taking a hit. Am I supposed to really care how much money they're losing? Our people are losing their lives. And we're supposed to care because folks are not coming to the games regularly like they used to. Oh well, cry me a river. But the thing is they came to Brother Ben, and he still won't be silenced. And now he's got some legal counsel about getting his channel back. That's good. And I hope and pray he does get his channel back. I'm sure he'll keep us posted. Each owner gave $1 million to turn peace. Oh, to Trump a peace. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, overly paid slaves. Exactly. Yeah, he created a backup channel. Yeah, I saw that too, Andre. See, this is what coming together is. I mean, later for all that protesting and stuff, I'm not even talking about protesting because that's already been proven not to work. It's boycotts. That's what we need to be doing. Boy, when we could boycott something, you realize we could shut down an entire system with just the mere power of our dollar. T Real, what's going on, T Real? Man, I mean, 118 Real. I'm sorry about that. I seem to always mispronounce your name. But welcome. Now, everyone, say hello to T Real. But the power of our dollar could really shut down or build something, because it's already been proven that as black people, what's up, Ledford building? It's already been proven that we have $1 billion spending power. That means we're the biggest consumers, and yet the smallest builders. So when people say that black people, we don't have any money in the black community, we already know that's a lie. See, we may have some impoverished neighborhoods, we may have some impoverished situations where we don't have access to resources. Get what I'm saying? We are not broke by a long shot. Think about it. Anytime when you see cars sitting on rims and stuff in the middle of the hood, somebody somewhere has got some money. The problem is that we put our money in the wrong things, and we don't put it in our community. Bias Show says that there's a large part of the black community that can't keep a job, need more the discipline to do a boycott. Andre says, I'm disappointed, but not surprised that a lot of these brothers in the NFL are so cowardly of these owners. It's like they enjoy the plantation. Yeah. Exactly, Andre. Exactly, Bias Show. They're scared of the owners. They're scared of their masters, but yet they won't have a problem when it comes to saying something against one of our own. Take, for example, you got some of these guys in the hood, right, that'll sit up there and they will plot and they will plunder and will set up another black man for whatever. But when it comes down to doing some real damage to the system, all of a sudden they have warrants. If that was not some of the biggest crock of bull I heard, but you had the same warrants when you decided to go after Tyrone down the street, and you decided to set him up for something. You had them warrants then when you wanted to go rob somebody. But when it comes time to checking these city officials and going to these DA's offices, these district attorney's offices, and making them change these laws, all of a sudden you worried about warrants? The hell out of here. Stuff like that pisses me off. See, but it's that conditioning. We've been so conditioned to hate each other and to go against each other that we do that wholesale with no problem. But the minute this white man come out there, oh, yes, boss, yeah, oh, no, boss, you know. So yeah, I mean, I just get tired of that. I get tired of our priorities not being place. I get tired of us going in on each other. I get tired of all that. I get tired of all that. We have absolutely no kind of unity at all. Now, one thing I am glad to say that, oh, hey, really? Yeah. Man, I know everyone else heard that. It was something I wanted to say. Hold on, I lost my train of thought. Oh, Lord have mercy. I had something I wanted to say that was real good. Oh, thank you. One thing I find out that this year is that as black men, many of us are moving into that middle class bracket. Now, I'm glad to hear about that. Now, the next step is for us, not when we move into that bracket, is for us to start doing things in our community. Well, what's up, Angel Munez? How you doing? Appreciate it, brother. Love you too. Hey, everyone, this is Angel Munez. But one thing I was definitely saying is that we need to start branching out into our communities. There's nothing wrong moving into a tax bracket. I'm not saying everyone that if we have a lot of finances, we have financial resources available to us. By all means, enjoy what you have. I'm not saying that you can not to buy things like that. But once again, simply just give back to your community. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with supporting your own. And I made this clear before. Giving back doesn't necessarily mean you have to do something major. You don't have to buy a franchise. You don't have to finance an entire construction project. If you simply just go into a black-owned business or something and buy something, guess what? You're doing your part. You're supporting something. You see this right here? I went to a black-owned store in downtown LA and brought it. Now, yeah, I know you're probably thinking that's a bag of corn chips. It's a bag of corn chips, true enough. But I brought it from someone black. I didn't go to the Arab store or the Korean store. I brought it from one of us. See, I'm just trying to show everyone something here. Now, at the same time, I get it. It's nothing wrong with us buying from these other places too, because I do realize it's more of their businesses than there are ours. What's going on, brother Danubian? How you doing, man? Glad to see you too, brother. Love you. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with supporting your own. We need to support one another. We need to support each other so much. See, I know we talk about Africa a lot, but real talk, I think we really do need to focus on here. We need to work on building our own communities here. And there's nothing wrong with supporting Africa. I mean, doing both, but we need to focus on home first because we live here. You know, we need to definitely focus on what we have here in the U.S. Considering that our ancestors built the United States, considering that we're the ones who put this nation together, this is so embarrassing. That is so. That's why, y'all, I can't wait to get a laptop. Oh man, but you know what? It's all good because I'm just using what I got to get my message out. But it's gonna be all good though, cause see, we all start small, but eventually we're gonna make ourselves big though. We gonna make it. We gonna make it to where we can have our things. I want us to all succeed. I want us to all to have some success. I really do. Yeah, all right, Andre. You gonna create a bookstore, man. I'm with you on that. So definitely keep me posted, bro. Really do. And you know what, Andre, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something about Andre. This young brother here, he's intelligent, and because I've seen some of the things he's gone through, and me and Andre, we didn't been through the ringer before together, also. But now, people like Andre, young people, our young men like Andre, we need to go and encourage our young men like that. We need to support them too. I would love to support your bookstore, Andre. I mean, once you get it going, we need to see. That's the thing is in our community, it's a lack of communication for one thing, and we don't know how to embrace and encourage one another, especially our young people. We don't know how to pull our young people to the side and give them a hug and say that job well done, good job, brother, keep up the good work. We don't know how to encourage one another. See, and it's a travesty. And I was listening to some YouTubers a few weeks ago, how saying how it's a disconnect between the young and the old. I get that. I understand that. See, a lot of I'm from that Generation X era. I'm from the Gen X. Um, a lot of these guys here, like Andre, represents the millennial generation. I come from the Generation X generation. The generation before me was, of course, the baby boomers. There's a strong disconnect between some Gen Xers and some millennials. The fact is that they feel that they messed up. But wait a minute, though. Maybe this millennial generation is probably messed up because maybe some Gen Xers probably didn't drop the ball. And likewise, some of us Gen Xers felt the same way about the baby boomers. But see, instead of going talking about one another and disrespecting each other, we need to pull each other to the side and talk to one another and find out, well, what can we do to help? Because all this bickering and stuff is not helping us out at all. Brother Nubian said, check out Maurice Muhammad's other channel, Initiative Media. He is the head of an initiative to start a black town in Mississippi. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like Maurice Muhammad. I got a lot of love and respect for him too, as well. Yep. Hey, Andre, but tell me something. Is it going to be a bricks and mortar store, or are you going to do stuff online? And if you do, are you going to have like Amazon to where you could send people stuff? Yeah, keep me posted. Okay, cool. Man, the one thing too that I love that black people do, we do things from a mom and pop, from a grassroots type of level. Like, for example, the group Black Lives Matter, right? It started out as a grassroots movement, and it started out real well. What happened is, where it messed up at is when it got George Soros involved, and he started bankrolling it. Then it took on a whole nother agenda and a whole nother a different initiative and mind of its own. See, the grassroots movement, Black Lives Matter, I can get with that. All right, I'm back. What I was saying that the grassroots movement of Black Lives get with what it originally started. I'm talking about the real grassroots, boots on the ground movement. I'm not talking about this organization that's become what it is now. It's no longer even. It doesn't even belong to us no more. I don't even recognize Black Lives Matter no more. So that's one. That's the thing. I don't. I don't respect the Black Lives Matter initiative as it stands right now, the way it is. Mm-mm, I don't. So Andre Chopper says there are very few black-owned bookstores in my area. Okay. We need to have a bookstore here in the 90s owned by a fellow FOI brother. I like to help out. Yeah, there's zero around me. Okay, yeah, see? It's all about building. This is what we need to be focusing on. But we definitely need to be encouraging our young brothers and sisters when they wanna do stuff like that. See, that's the problem with so many of the older people. The problem is that they're jealous. They're jealous of this younger generation because they didn't get a chance to do the things they want to do when they were their age, and they see this younger generation having success, having the stuff that they want, having money and whatever, doing things, and they want to talk down to them instead of supporting them and letting them know job well done. But you know what? The truth be told, too late. As long as you got air in your lungs, as long as you got a brain in your head, as long as you're in your right mind and in your senses, it's never too late. You can do anything that you set and put your mind to. And I don't care if you 8 or 80, as long as you're still alive, you can do it. It's never too late. Bookstores can really insufferable depending on what you're going to read. I need to get a bunch of books like Francis Cress Welsing and Wesley Muhammad books and Claude Anderson. Yep. Neely Fuller. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these were some really good authors too. We have Francis Cress Welsing. She really broke it down, the ISIS papers. I mean, when the way she broke down the pool hall, no, she broke down the pool table where the balls are sitting on the pool table, the table representing the earth, the balls themselves representing the different races, and how the white ball was always the main ball that was knocking everyone else off the earth. That's the analogy she had. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, and oh yeah, Andre, let me make a suggestion. Get the Spook Who Sat by the Door. I really want to read that book. Now, I saw the movie several times, but I think from what I understand, the book is a little bit more detailed. So definitely get that one. The Spook Who Sat by the Door. That's a good read too, I hear. Yeah. But man, I'm so glad to be over here building with everyone. I'm just glad to be here, with the people. Some of you all have been with me from day one. I really appreciate that. You all have been with me since I started doing these streams. I started doing streams last year, and I recognize some of you all from there. I recognize you all for. I appreciate y'all still sticking with me. And I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna go on record to say this, but and if she's watching, I'm gonna say this: Lisa Cabrera, keep your head up, Queen. Keep your head up. You still got some of us that's riding for you, that's riding with you. So keep your head up and keep doing what you do. Because whoever it was, this troll, this white troll that supposedly exposed you, he wound up having to retract what he said. If I was him, you need to go away. You need to go far away and never return. Like they said in The Lion King, you need to go somewhere. And for everyone out there that sat up there and just ran with the narrative with no research, shame on you. Because, see, I know how Lisa Cabrera felt. Folks didn't bother to do no research, didn't bother to say or do nothing. They just ran with the narrative that some troll said. What kind of BS is that? See, Information Man said something very key yesterday. There is a civil war in Black youth. It is. And a lot of it is the so-called Hotep, the so-called conscious YouTubers. A lot of them, it's coming from them. I said that. Dr. Joy DeGruy and racism. Oh, gee, she broke it down. Whites race. If there's black race, yeah. See, that's one thing they do when they get hit. They want to bring people in it. See, racism is prejudice plus power. Now, we don't have the power or the resources to systematically, mentally, or geographically disenfranchise any group of people. But yet, because, see, historically, they've always gotten butthurt when no one reverences them or worships them. And I'm going to go on the record to say this, going back to our own, these so-called conscious and hoteps out there, you sit up there and run with the narrative that like what you did to Lisa Cabrera, didn't even bother to give her a chance to defend herself. I'll say it to you, to your face, shame on you, you ain't right. Now, you got a problem with me, I'm right here. You see how I look. If those that's looking at me, if it's a troll that's looking at me right now, you got an issue with what I said, I'm right here. I ain't running because you tried to run me off before. I'm not going nowhere. So it's on. See, this is what you don't want to hear. People don't want to hear the truth about who they are, about themselves. Oh well, get over it. And I'll stop talking about racism when it stops happening. People ask me, why do I talk? Because it keeps happening. I'm not going to keep ignoring it simply or stop talking about it simply because it hurts your ears to hear. You have such a fragile ego. Oh well. My people are getting slaughtered in the streets. And that not just goes for these white supremacists. No. This goes for all these other, it goes for us too. You got those among us, traitors among us, who are killing our people in the street too. This goes for you also. You better watch yourself, because your days are numbered. Now what? I said it. So let's see. It sucks that you can't share videos there to other platforms. I did a rant stream on Thursday addressing the attack on our sister Lisa Cabrera. Yeah, I saw that, Andre, and I appreciate you doing that. They get so fragile, and the feelings easily when the truth knocks them out. So I mean, but you know what, brother, the Nubian, it's not even about that, because we built this nation. If anything, we need to hold on to this. This is ours. They didn't build it, we did. But see, but I'm not even, right now, they're low-hanging fruit. I'm talking about people out there who like to sow dissension and discord among us. I'm talking about a lot of these so-called conscious blacks, some of these hoteps out there, because it was mainly them that was going after Lisa. So I'm calling them out. I'm also calling out all these women haters among us, all these man haters that sit up there and talk about black women's weave and makeup, and that sit up there and talk about black men ain't doing nothing. If you don't like it, simply just get out. I mean, that's how you deal with traitors. You just kick them to the curb. We do need a system where we have to deal with traitors amongst us. We do. I mean, whites have a way of dealing with their traitors. But what I'm saying is this, that all this hate and all this dissension, all this, see, it's a bunch of sheeple. A lot of sheep people who sit up there and just run with the first narrative that they hear. The minute that you hear someone did something, you're so quick to just run with the majority because they said that this person did it. Man, I tell you, like I said, When that happened to me, I was hot. I was so pissed off about that. And I really wanted to, flesh wise, I really wanted to get on there and I wanted to air a whole lot of people out, y'all. But you know what? I decided to go and play it cool and do it from a different from a different angle. I let people know how I felt, but I used some decorum doing it. I was a bit more curt. I was a little bit more relaxed when I did it. But you damn right, I let people know how I felt. So anyone out there, because it keeps my name in your mouth and it keeps me more relevant. But y'all, I just want everyone here to know that stuck with me, that hung with me, that rode with me. I love you all. Y'all real loyal. You some real soldiers. I mean, Andre, Bias Show, Brother Danubian, y'all my ride or die crew. I got much love for y'all, man. Oh, happy holidays to you too, Alicia Newcastle. Um, oh, wait a minute. Navarrete. I hope I said that right. Navarrete. Oh, this happened a few months ago by a show. Yeah, I had some people, some folks who I thought I was cool with on YouTube rise up against me. It's all good though, bro. It happened back in the summer. Oh, cool, Alicia. It's all good though, you know. But it's not. It's time to talk about moving forward. While at the same time, it's something to really think about. It's time to move forward because we can't afford. One thing, Sankofa says this. The word Sankofa means to go back, and that's just simply saying that what you don't learn about your past, you're doomed to repeat it. So only reason why you should look back is so you can know what mistakes you made before, so you don't make those mistakes again. Look back, learn from your mistakes, and then go forward and correct those mistakes. And don't do the same thing over again. See, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over again and expecting a different result. So I just wanted to put that out there. But everyone out there, you know what? I know it's some of us out here who don't celebrate Christmas or the holidays. I get that. I understand it too, and I'm starting to understand more and more why people don't want to celebrate the holidays. So that was the purpose of me doing this stream. But for those of us who do celebrate the holidays, let's not be hard on them either, because it's definitely not my intention to to crap on somebody's traditions. Truth be told, I just want us to all make it into 2019. I want us to all be here. I want us to all love one another and support one another. And we've made our mistakes. I know I've made my mistakes in the past, but we learn from our mistakes. See, one thing somebody told me is that the reason why there's erasers on the back of pencils is because when you make mistakes, you can correct it. Now that makes sense. I like that. I like that. Now I'm like this. If I get a chance to go to spend some time with some friends on Christmas Day, go out and grab something to eat, yeah, I'm gonna go out there with them. But I don't get off into the gifts and all that stuff. I don't get off into those traditions no more. A lot of that stuff was when I was a kid, but now I understand what these holidays and stuff is all about now. Right on, brother the Nubian. What's up, boredom? Oh man, yeah, you did finally catch it. Nikki C here too. Boredom sets in, y'all. Say hello to boredom sets in. Let me tell y'all something about boredom, y'all. Boredom, he works with black youth here in California too. This brother, he gives back to the community, and not to mention he's also a bit of a comedian himself. But he gives back to the community, and he's been through some things himself. But he's here. He's also a gamer. That's something we don't see enough of. We don't see too many black gamers. And boredom, he does what he does, but it's all out of love. So I got a lot of love and respect for this brother too. But the thing is that we got too many conflicts among us as a people, as it is. It's time to bridge the gap between us. Some of us don't do the same things. Some of us don't do things the way you think we do them. But if we could all come together, pull our resources together, we could all turn this around overnight. So yeah, you know, yeah, everyone, yeah, that's right. Everyone support boredom and boredom, man. Just go through the chat and support everyone else too. My brother, if there is no other, not from the same womb, but from the same mother earth that it, right on. Yeah. But it's all it is, y'all. Look at all this love in the room today, y'all. So much love. You know, that's what we need to focus on. Make love, not war. Now, when I say make love, I'm talking about with a man and a woman. Anyway, oh boy, yeah, y'all, it's too much conflict in the black community. I'm ready to stop making conflict and start making content. We need to make some strides. Need to do some exercises, do some stuff like that. hmm See what else we can talk about. But yeah, 2019, y'all. I'm looking forward to 2019. I'm looking forward to doing some positive things with my channel here, and I'm going to talk about other things also. I'm going to definitely talk about more stuff. And y'all, I'm about to when I get my business off the ground too. I'm gonna definitely advertise it. Entrepreneurship to me is key. We should all focus on entrepreneurship. We should we should all want to own our own businesses. We should support each other. We should definitely do that. And I always said this: we need to circulate amongst each other in Black YouTube, helping each other build. It's not really hard to do. All it is just nothing to it but to do it. All it is nothing but putting boots to ground and just doing it. It's supposed to be the official ending of our 500-year bondage. Well, either way, let's do something, y'all. Let's do it, Andre. Let's just do it. And those who don't want to roll with us, we roll right over them. But we must go on. That's right, Fire Show. So that is my mindset. Either roll with me or get rolled over. I'm serious. I mean, because we can no longer let people hold us back. And that even goes for those even within our own family. If you got family members that's holding you back, you got to roll over them too. Yes, sir. That's right, Trish. That's right. Hush and move. Hush and move, or that's another way of saying hit and run. But yeah. Anyway, if everyone, if y'all get a chance to, Go to Trisha's channel. She does these lives called brainstorms. Y'all will like it. It puts the brain muscles to work. It gives your brain an exercise, puts those mind an exercise. It teaches you how to really think on your toes. I really look at that. I participate in a few of Trisha's panels. I mean, a few of her live streams, and yeah, brain training. I like that. And I didn't realize that I knew some of the things I did. There she is in the place to be, Nikki C. Y'all, Nikki C, she's another one who I love to support. She has these episodes called Coffee with Nikki C, where she gives little anecdotes and she talks about things during the day and just gives people advice and sound counsel and stuff. She also does something called Behind the Chair. If you're looking to get your wig done and you ever in Southern California and Nikki C the one to go to, she'll tighten you up. She'll take care of you. She'll have you hooked up. I mean, if she'll give you if you're bald headed, she'll have you coming out there wearing cornrows. anyway, anyway, yeah. I mean, see, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I love to build with and support my people. I love to support positive people. And I'm not saying don't support other businesses. It's just sometimes, we definitely do have to support our own. You gotta support our own. I said it before. If you buy something like a pack of now and laters, as long as you buy it from a black-owned store, yeah, you guess what? Like I said, you supported black businesses. This came out of a black business. Oh, y'all can't see that. There. I brought that from a black business. Yeah, she can do anything. Now, shoot. But yeah. But yeah, she does these streams with people in the chair doing their hair. I mean, I'm like, okay, check her out. Nikki C Divine Perfection. Nikki gave my arm. She gave your armpit hair a weave, and it was my. Okay. All right, boredom. Yeah. Anyway, I hope he wore deodorant. Oh man. Shoot, buy a show. Come on back out, bruh. We'll take you back. Come on back out to Cali. I've been living in here for 5 years though. I love Cali. I love California. I know I'm gonna make it. I know it's expensive to live here, but you know what? Where there's a God, there's a way, and I'm gonna make it. Oh, it'll mess up the process of boredom. Oh, okay, my bad. You would know better. You can binge on them damn Fritos, huh? Well, dang man, I'll share some with you. Here, everyone take some. Yeah, I'm getting silly now. I'm getting real silly. Time for you to turn in. Well, happy holidays, beautiful. Okay, yeah, it's Trish. Definitely. Yeah, and I'm definitely come back for some more brain training. Yeah, definitely, y'all. Come and get that brain training. Shoot, Trish won't let you down. She'll have you right. Yep. Callie won't take your post certification. Mm. But yeah, y'all. I just want to just go and give my holiday stream, talk to everybody, let everyone know how I'm feeling. Oh yeah, the same to you too, Bye Show. Trish will show you how to be a real man. I know she showed me. Oh, yep. I have to have a roommate in California. You know what? A lot of people do have roommates here. I have one, but it's not impossible to live on your own. It's possible. It's possible. You got a new one. What you mean by a show? I think I missed what you said. What you talking about? Man, you know, I didn't realize I could talk about something, but man, an hour, a whole hour didn't pass. Oh, a vid. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. I'll talk to you about it. Yeah, let me let you know. All right, yeah. But yeah, I really enjoy everyone coming through, stopping by. I'm gonna probably shut it down in a few minutes myself. Um, shoot, who gonna go live after me? I'll be glad to see go someone. Nikki, you gonna go live? I'll go straight to the streets in Cali, especially out in LA. I know the Bloods and Crips are trying to unite and build from what I hear. Yeah, they're trying to do something out here. They do. Chicago too. See, or said, you to a hero to the best of us. We appreciate you and how you show other. I appreciate that, boy. That means a lot. I try, man. I try. I really do. So, yeah. See, people want to dump on Chicago and L.A., but particularly Chicago, saying it's a murder capital and all that. But one thing, and I've heard this said before, they want to talk about black on black, but a lot of the crimes that black people commit in the black community are crimes of convenience and proximity. If you see a bunch of people that are in proximity, that are close to you, within reach of you, of course you're gonna go to them first because they're the closest to you. So in the hood, where we have most of us piled up on top of each other, where there's so much frustration and poverty, of course we're gonna go to each other. But the thing is that it's plenty of them doing it too. See, they don't talk about white on white crime. I heard DL Hughley talk about this last night on an episode of DJ Vlad. He was saying that how, and I've heard someone else say this before too, because I've heard Cynthia G say it before, that a lot of our crimes are crimes out of proximity. Truth be told, it's white on white crime also, but they don't want to call it that. He mentioned the incident in Vegas where Paddock opened fire on a bunch of people at the country concert. They did not only did they not call it white on white crime, they didn't even call it a terrorist attack. And it was both of those, but the fact that he was an older white male, they didn't they wanted to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a word I'm looking for. They wanted to talk about his mental conditioning. They wanted to coddle him. They wanted to talk about his medication. They do all the stuff they do, all the narratives. Chicago too. I see new. Yeah, I heard a new era putting in a lot of work for our people. They're organizing. They're doing. It's yeah. I keep hearing about new era. I have to do more reading up on them, finding out what it is that they do. I have to really read up on what they do. Because I've heard some people speaking out on New Era, but I'm gonna definitely do more my research on more of them. But I have heard of New Era, Andre. But anyway, hey Nikki, Boredom, are y'all gonna go live? Who gonna go live next? I want to see who gonna go live next. You should think a live stream debate on the negative stereotype of doing business, the black community, just so folks can kill that scared feeling inside that may keep them from doing business. Oh yeah, definitely, Andre, because you know what? It's all mental and cultural conditioning. We've been indoctrinated to fear each other. We've been taught because they have this innate idea that we are all criminals. They have this they've decided and made up in their minds that we're the criminals, but yet we're not the ones that are mass shooting folks. We're not the ones that are going up in concerts, schools, and churches and wherever else and taking out people. But yet they've indoctrinated everybody. They really have. But it's up to us to break that stereotype. It's up to us to break that stigma. We have to do it, and I believe we can too. I really believe that we can. But anyway, I'm about to go and wrap it up. But man, no one someone tell me who's gonna go live next, because I'm on a roll. I want to see. I want to know who gonna go live next. Oh, you gotta go to work. Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree, Andre. I mean, I've already stated this before. I definitely want to see some of you all in person. I definitely do want to see some of you all. I want to see who's really about it. Master P, who's really about the community, who's really about it. It's a few of you all I have seen already, though. I will say that much. All right, Andre. Cool. Yeah, I might yeah, I definitely want to see some of you all. But anyway, everyone, the time has come. About to wrap it up. But I appreciate everyone stopping by to show me some love and to see me, see how I'm doing. I like doing this. I love building with the family. I love building with my people. And we gonna do this. Mina Jow. Hey Mina, how you doing, Queen? Oh, I just love it when you stop through. Yeah, just catch the playback though. Everyone, this is Mina Jow. She's been with me too. Been with me for a while. Everyone support Mina. You too, boredom. Yeah, we back, y'all. We back. We gonna build. And one thing about us as a people, we are a loving people. That's why we love everybody else. We are a very loving people. So with that said and done, everyone, we gonna we gonna go in this together. We gonna embrace each other, and you know, we don't have to do nothing real big all at once. Just start small. All right, Nikki. Good night. I thought I was hoping you would go live next, but I know Nikki, you be working hard. You got some heads to do. So anyway, everyone, remember what I said. God loves you. I love you. Let's do life. Let's do a whole lot of life because we done too much death. Now it's time to do life.